mind bleeding. This is my birthright. I'm so sick of feeling like I'm lifeless. This is over tonight. Over tonight. This is over tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to and we've been graced by the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte!
Charlotte getting a second crack at the Women's World Championship versus Bianca Belair. Two of the finest athletes on the women's roster going head to head. Charlotte was stunned in their first meeting at Bianca's dominance. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Charlotte will be ready a second time around.
Let me take you back to Saturday night's main event. See, when I faced Bianca Belair, I have been on that big stage main events over and over and over in my career, the big moments. That was Bianca's first, and I underestimated Bianca Belair. I thought that she would shrink on the big stage. She did not. She seized the moment. Let me make this clear. At Money in the Bank, that will not happen again. Because this time, I will not underestimate. This time, you will get the full brunt of what I have to bring on the big stage in the big moment with championships on the line. Because Bianca, you may have not tasted defeat on this stage yet. Soak it in while you can, because in due time, at Money in the Bank, you will know how it feels to lose it all in an instant, thanks to the Queen. Woo!
And we kick things off with a Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. On the women's side,
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler!
a former NXT Women's Champion. When Shayna Baszler came to the main roster, she had all the potential and the hype that Bianca Belair has come to the main roster with, and Bianca Belair is now the world champion. The final Money in the Bank spots will be claimed tonight, and there's one slot left that will be determined in this matchup. Who will be the opponent? No. We just saw Raquel compete. Gold Rush losing her NXT championship.
Grand Valley, Texas. Raquel.
Now she's here to compete for maybe a bigger prize, the Money in the Bank briefcase that will put her in position to challenge for a world championship. Raquel Rodriguez is here. Talking about the Queen of Spades, 2 former NXT champions, locking up to kick off Raw. The impressive size and power that Raquel brings to the table. And again, they lock up. Raquel bringing it to Shayna. You know, we talked about when Shayna came up. Remember the momentum that was built up by Baszler. Goes for the knee, flips it, maybe not getting it all, ducking that knife edge chop and a backbreaker as Shayna takes control for a moment with that impressive size and power of Raquel. In fact, I believe that Baszler has lost a match since either in the same way that Baszler hasn't. And Baszler winning that strike fight against Raquel. Do we see this much from Baszler going up top? Wait, got caught there in a backbreaker by Gonzalez. Why do I keep saying Gonzalez? Rodriguez. Raquel. What was that? Flipping her flat on a 2 count. Raquel flexing here. This is Baszler looking at her first defeat. Again, Raquel has something to prove here. After the NXT championship was lost, the crowd is loving it. The Tahana bomb cover and victory. What a debut and what a recovery for Raquel Rodriguez. You go from losing the NXT championship to qualifying for Money in the Bank. Big things may still be in the future for Rodriguez. We talk about the Money in the Bank qualifiers we have here tonight. We also have a huge main event. as DIY makes their way to the ring.
Set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 400 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. DIY.
The World Heavyweight Champion in action. Seth Rollins, AJ Styles in the main event. Along with a last chance qualifier for Money in the Bank, the last spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match on the line, with superstars from SmackDown here to compete for that last spot. This is interesting. Austin Theory, former mentee
And their opponents
of Johnny Gargano.
Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory.
Once a member of the Way, was under the tutelage of Johnny for a bit when in their time in NXT. Johnny's up here now. Austin Theory being the young guy with the blue chipper with all the potential. One of those guys that has franchise player written all over him. If his potential pans out, and he's teaming up tonight with this man.
And from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
It might not be bad for Austin to be under the learning tree of The Miz. I could see some of the similarities, and The Miz has had some success, championships in his career. Johnny in the ring with his former protege, apprentice, Austin Theory. All day Austin Theory. As the student become the master. Now Austin snap suplex into a cover. Referee's very slow to the count there. Right now it's all Theory. Now Austin talking smack at the WWE Universe as he dominates Johnny Gargano. They lock up again. Gargano. Oh. Face first. And a tag made to the former NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. Went for a kick there to get all of it. Now Tommaso tagging back in Johnny across the body. And now Johnny going to fly. Austin was ready. Slides out of the way and tags in The Miz. Now, huge DDT by the veteran The Miz. You ever think you see today? We were talking about the real world guy. The guy from the real world is now a veteran of decades in WWE. And Johnny is just worn down here. He may be already done a huge boot to the face. Oh. A huge cutter from Johnny, but Johnny needs a tag. He needs a tag. He's busted open. And he doesn't get the tag. It's what he needs at this moment. Neck breaker. Miz into the cover. Hooking the leg. Well, one thing we know about Gargano, he has heart. And it gets to Ciampa. And now Tommaso. He's got to do a lot of work here. He hasn't seen a lot of ring action. As Johnny's been in most of the match. Miz getting out of there. And now Tommaso with the suicide dive. The edge of the ring apron busting open Tommaso. And now both members of DIY busted open. Austin Theory in control. Look at the 8-tail down. Ciampa got to fight back. Whipping Austin. And here is the town down. Cover by Theory.
Here are your winners, the team of Austin Theory and The Miz.
They made a pretty good team here tonight. Austin Theory continues to impress here on Raw. Well, coming up here tonight, a huge main event. AJ Styles looks to put the Hurt Business behind it with a huge opportunity. Been signed in a matchup against the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. That matchup is tonight. Money in the Bank qualifier, last chance qualifier. A former member of Raw, recently acquired by SmackDown.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 241 pounds, L.A. Knight.
LA Knight steps foot back on Raw as a member of SmackDown. An opportunity to qualify. One last chance. Some of these superstars have competed in qualifiers. And were defeated and may get another shot here tonight. And representing Raw,
And his opponents, first, representing the New Day, from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E!
former Intercontinental Champion, as a member of SmackDown at one time. I think Big E lost his qualifier to Kevin Owens originally. I can't remember, there's an uneven amount of slots. As a free agent has been given a spot as a condition of him signing the WWE. And we're back with the SmackDown side of things.
And from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, Sami Zayn!
Sammy's been impressive as of late on SmackDown. Will his momentum carry him to a Money in the Bank spot? So the winner of this match will represent their brand and give them an extra, basically a third position in the match. Talk about impressive and momentum. That's how you describe this guy since being a solo here on Raw.
And from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This is definitely going to be, I think, the fans' choice. Of who they want to see win this matchup. Just listening to the atmosphere. This is going to be a hell of a match. Money in the Bank qualifying opportunity. Last chance A lot of these guys have had an opportunity to qualify and failed in their one-on-one opportunities and getting a second chance. Right now, the two Raw guys going at it, and the two SmackDown guys going at it. Big E. Right now, Big E in control of this matchup as no one's able to get a handle on him. Showing some dominance here. LA Knight taken to the outside by Jey Uso. Now Jey able to club Big E and stop some of his momentum. Is this the tequila sunrise? Big E finally taken down. LA Knight. As Sammy went after the kendo stick there. LA Knight catching him. And Knight with a clothesline. But Big E's right there waiting. With a club to the back. Hurricane Rana down is Big E. And that's Sammy. Jey Uso welling away at LA Knight with a chair. Now LA Knight, again, you can't win the matchup from out there. So this is good right now for Sammy and Big E, as this means they get the ring to themselves. LA Knight has a microphone. And again, Big E's power right now. Went for the big splash. Sammy avoids it as Big E may have been looking to put that away. And again, Big E steps out of the way. Big E going for the cover. Brings Jey Uso back into the ring. Again, it doesn't do you a lot of favors being on the outside. You can't win the matchup from out there. Again, neutralizing Big E. It's a huge clothesline by Jey Uso to Sammy. Big E hung out the draw by LA Knight. Northern Light suplex on Jey Uso. Now a cover on Big E, broken up by Sami Zayn. And now Sammy. Again, LA Knight with a sledgehammer. That will stop Big E real fast. Well, LA Knight neutralized everyone with that sledgehammer. Instead of taking advantage of it, broken up by Big E. Instead of taking advantage of it, he gloated. Jey Uso bringing in and throws the kendo stick. And a double team. Oh, followed up by a huge kick to LA Knight, covering out on Big E. Big E powers out of that. Again, LA Knight has been focused on the outside this whole match. Big E has a hold of Sammy, going for the cover and broken up by LA Knight. Drop kick straight to the head of LA Knight, breaking up that cover. We know how chaotic these matchups can be. We saw sort of one of these matchups on SmackDown, which Io Sky came out and got the last spot for SmackDown. Oh, no, hell of a Luva kick. Big E, a big clubbing blow to Sammy, trying to steal this one. Oh, Uso kicks out with that. A tenth of a second left. And again, Big E, ending. Big ending on Sami Zayn. Number 2. Oh, Sammy kicks out. Big E now going for a cover on LA Knight. LA Knight kicks out. How? Haluva kick. Big ending. Talk about the heart of these competitors. Force trauma. LA Knight, and now Big E kicking out of that. Jey Uso has the ring to himself. For a moment, Sammy bringing Big E back in. And Sammy countering. He just got speared. LA Knight going for the cover. This is anybody's fight. Anybody's fight right now. Big E sweeping the legs of Sammy and broken up by Jey Uso. Any quick cover, any breath of air here could win this matchup. And that may be it. Sammy tossing Big E to the outside. Big E being hung out face first on the turnbuckle. Jey Uso is recovered, back to his feet, rolling back into the ring. Who will get this last spot and Money in the Bank? Jey Uso's going upstairs. Uso splash. LA Knight is celebrating, and Jey Uso takes advantage. Jey Uso gets the last spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. I talked about LA Knight wanting to take things to the outside that it may cost them, and it does here. Jey Uso is in. Catching our breaths after that last matchup. Speaking of Money in the Bank, 2 guys who have already qualified here on Raw. Raw will have 3 in that matchup. There'll be 2 from SmackDown and 1 free agent. Who will be under WWE contract but not yet signed to a show. McIntyre just made himself another opportunity.
Making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre!
He made himself another opportunity after losing in the finals of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. A chance to become Mr. Money in the Bank. We haven't seen too much of Kevin Owens, but he seems to be back to his prize fighting ways, as we've only seen him fight for a prize at this point.
Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens!
A little opportunity for bragging rights here. He can take down Drew McIntyre. If I'm not mistaken, I believe these two met in the World Heavyweight title tournament, which Drew McIntyre came out on top. If I'm not mistaken. Kevin Owens immediately whipping McIntyre to the outside here. Hanging out on the apron. And drop first on the hardest part of the ring. So immediately giving it to McIntyre. And now look at Drew hanging Kevin over the barricade. This fight so far is taking place in the ring. Drew trying to remove the covering for the table there. Kevin not giving him a whole lot of time there, and rolls immediately back to the outside. Thrown into the announce desk. Again, this fight continues on the outside. Now Drew dropping Kevin on top. Now McIntyre standing up. Super kick to the back of the head of Kevin Owens. McIntyre not having it, grabbing Owens by the throat and snatching him over. Now Owens fighting back. Yeah, McIntyre has turned the tide of this matchup. It was Kevin with the early aggressiveness. And Kevin with the second rope moonsault. It's a lot of weight coming down. McIntyre kicks out. And the Glasgow kiss. Claymore kick. Claymore kick. And that's all she wrote. McIntyre looking over at the official. After Owens kicking out of that, Owens is busted open. And now Owens it's like the blood, seeing his own blood has awoken something in him. Stomping away at the wrist. And again, continuing to stomp. Owens, stunner, KO. Cover on McIntyre. And Owens gets the win. There has not been many people who have scored a victory over McIntyre lately. Kevin Owens has just done that.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Alpha Academy from Superior, Wisconsin, weighing in at 330 pounds, Otis!
Welcome back here to Raw. Otis in the ring. And what a matchup this is going to be. For the first time on Raw, Bronson and Reed may have met his physical match.
And his opponent from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Bronson Reed!
Bronson Reed has been running through anybody that's been put in front of him so far on Raw. A lot of beef in this matchup. Again, What's that? For the first time, Bronson has met his physical match here. And Otis taking Reed down here early. Actually getting him off his feet. Backbreaker. Again, two big guys here. Very interesting matchup. As General Manager William Regal putting this matchup together. Again, I can see why. Again, putting Bronson in there. But someone his physical match. Again, when you first bring your prospect in, maybe you want to start him out slow. But now it's time to see what he's got. The referee, some reason, giving Otis an opportunity here, getting in between Bronson. Again, Otis hitting hard. Reed, oh, just dropped Otis on his head. And that's it. Reed dominates again.
Here is your winner, Bronson Reed!
Even against this physical match, Bronson runs through this. Coming up next, Seth Rollins, our World Heavyweight Champion, in action here on Raw versus a former World Champion, AJ Styles. That matchup is next. We're all set for the main event.
Making his way to the ring, representing the OC from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Well, since the tournament, and then the Intercontinental title matchup that he had with Lashley, AJ Styles has been matched up in a lot of hurt business lately. Looking to put that behind him with a huge opportunity here. A victory over the world champion puts him right back in the fray. Our champion in action. I think for the first time since being world champion,
Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion,
Seth Rollins is in action. As it continues to be the face of Monday nights. Non-title contest. The fans you hear the universe behind our champion. Again, Rollins working on that neck of AJ Styles, pardon me. And again, the champ right now in control. And here's Styles. Again, Styles has got to get his head together. Oh, power driver. That's something you don't see anymore. That's, again, Seth ready. Seth, a resilient champion. It's not been a waste of time here. These two are going right after it. Superplex. Fans are already AJ's been down on his luck lately, as we said. He's been mixed up with the hurt business. Again, needs something to get him back going, and this would be the very thing. A victory over the World Heavyweight Champion. Just the thing. Springboard moonsault. Rollins agree. Cover. On drag. Looks like a step up enziguri attempt there. Chop by Rollins. Right hand by Rollins. Another. And Styles. Clothesline from the outside. Springboard clothesline. Seth stepping back in. Calf crusher, but Rollins' leg, foot on the rope. AJ may be looking for the phenomenal forearm here. The next. Cover. Almost. Rollins springs to his feet. Lock it in. Across base. And now Rollins breaks out of it. And then a stomp. A curb stomp on AJ Styles. The champ covering. Styles kicks out. And this match continues. Rollins in trouble here as Styles just working that leg, getting it weak. Getting it weak for the calf crusher, but the veteran that Rollins is. Oh, flipping over the top. This thing is fully got AJ Styles. Again, this is the best we've seen AJ. Rollins trying to make his way back into the ring. Cover by Seth. Wing blade. Another pedigree. And AJ will not stay down. And another curb stomp. Two, three. The champ. Wait a minute. The Intercontinental Champion Lashley. That's just, these two have given their heart. And Lashley just comes out here and lays them out.